maybe he hasn't quite snapped just yet.
Just hasn't snapped just yet.
And that's who you want to live with, someone who's about to snap.
Fine, two out of 10.
Wearing this stupid looking shirt, even though he's a giant,
It's just like a regular fucking shirt.
Man. 2 out of 10 because I don't want to die.
Yeah, exactly. Living's good.
All right. Hey, I'm Jack at LetsCrashThisParade and all that stuff. I don't normally say that in my videos, but we're doing it now. Yeah. But with this episode, it's like a special episode. Is it an episode? This video, it's a special video is what I'm trying to get at. Got my good mate, who I've never spoken to before, but he's a good mate. I like him. I love him. What a charmer. The Geek is his YouTube name. Real name is Paul. Check out the channel. I'll say that at the end of the video as well. But
thank you.
Yeah. And I like his channel, just by the way. Genuinely, it's good. He also does movie reviews. Just by the way, if you're thinking like, who the fuck is this guy? Why should I care about his opinion? It's because he does the same thing I do. So he's welcome. Welcome him audibly right now as you're watching the video, please. Do that. How are you going?
I'm good. Hello, I am the Greek Geek because I'm 50% Greek and 100% a geek. Thanks for having me on your channel, Jack. I very much appreciate it. I've been a fan of yours for a while, and I'm happy to talk to you for the first time ever. Well, not face to face. You know what I mean? It's like virtually face to face. And I'm happy to be here. It's been good chatting with you, and I'm looking forward to doing this video.
That was good. Good. We do a good job. We're good YouTubers. Yes. We know what we're doing. Woo.
We're pretending we know what we're doing.
What I should probably also say, just by the way, is for this video, we are going to be ranking Marvel characters, but I thought that, well, why should we just rank them by like who is good and who is bad or whatever? That's boring. Everybody does that. Everybody's like, Iron Man, who's my favorite? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, exactly.
What we're doing here today is ranking them just by some weird criteria that I came up with. Who would be the best/worst to live with? Which MCU character would be the best roommate? Because I thought that would be silly, and I want to do that.
Well, it's relevant because people are locked in their houses during lockdown and stuff. So, who would you rather be stuck with and that kind of thing? Do we have any ground rules or anything? Anything? Just criteria? Just talking about if they're good or bad. Give our own opinions.
Ground rules. Okay, so like, I feel like the obvious pick would be like, obviously, Iron Man would be the best one because then I get to live in his sweet ass mansion and like I get to like kind of be rich and stuff like. By virtue anyway, and like, you know, all that kind of stuff. You get all the perks. I'm thinking maybe, no, they have to live where you live currently.
Yeah, just like, yeah. Mm-hmm. I get that. That makes sense, because then we'd just be saying where we want to live, because they live in certain areas. But if they're stuck with us, we have to give give reasons why they'd be good or bad to live with as a roommate, I guess.
They have to like invade our personal space.
No, that sounds wonderful.
So the first character that I've got written down is Andy Serkis's Ulysses's Claw.
What a name!
So starting off the bat, I'm going to say that this is probably very easily going to be the best character on the list. We can stop. This is it. This is everybody's favorite.
I'm inclined to agree with you. I reckon he would be good, even though he's a villain. He might steal your shit. If you have any African artifacts or anything in your house, he'll steal it though from you.
Well, see, he is mischievous. He is not the best character in the movie that he is in.
Not exactly.
He's in a couple movies. He's in Age of Ultron too.
Yeah, very briefly.
Little tidbit for you there.
Don't you remember how he lost his hand?
Yes, he doesn't have a hand. Thus,
he's got
probably use his weird claw hand thing for tools. You lose something down the sink.
Oh, fucking.
There you go. You got tools for you right there. Implemented within the guy.
Hey, Ulysses, however you say your name. This has gotten loose. Can you whack in the drill bit? Can you tighten this up? Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
And with that, okay. Look, folks, people watching, I'll be straight with you. I forgot to discuss with Paul here if we were going to rank them or number them or score them. So my answer, I'm deciding on the spot, is that I'll rank him in okay status. Very
Am I
creative.
supposed to know what other things to call? If you do out of 10, I can go a
No,
number.
no. Because, do you know why?
Why is that?
I'm making this bullshit up. Fine, 6 out of 10 then. That makes more sense.
All right.
That's a good point.
Okay, yeah, that's what I would give him too.
That.
6 out of 10. Okay, he'd be handy. He'd be good to have some banter with, but he is a villain and he might steal your shit.
And
I don't think I don't think he would kill you though. He's not that kind of villain, I think.
Okay. So next up, Malekith. Do you even know who that is? Oh God,
who even remember? Yeah, the fucking dark elf from Thor: The Dark World. I vaguely remember him. Don't ask me to tell you anything about his character or anything like that, other than he wants the bloody ether.
Well, my way of thinking right now here, as a roommate though, he'd be peaceful. He'd put you to sleep.
Yeah, permanently.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's actually.
Can't trust him. Not to sound racist, you can't trust elves.
Okay, look, my consensus is this guy's boring as fuck, and I'm giving him like a 2.
I don't even. He would be out looking for the ether, I guess, a lot. He wouldn't be around a lot, I'd guess.
Look, this is before Thor. Let's just say, like, this is set before the movie. He doesn't have much to do.
He's. Yeah, he would be shit, I think. He would be boring, uninteresting, bland. Well, that's just describing me normally, actually, now that I think about it. No, he'd be crap. 2 out of 10. Shit roommate.
So we agree with everything so far. It's only 2, but...
That's the first 2 out of the fucking 500 MCU characters.
And it's an astounding statistic. We're at 100% right now. Don't downplay it. Okay, next up is Peggy Carter. Should be good. Probably. You could slow dance with her.
If you're into that, I can't dance.
If you're Captain America. I'm not interested in
Captain
dancing
America. Captain America might not like it.
That's a good point too, and you don't want to be enemies with
No.
that can rip logs with their arms.
Yeah, no, we don't want that. But it's Captain America. It wouldn't kill you.
That's true.
With Peggy Carter, we would have to be in the 50s or something, wouldn't we? Unless we want old Peggy Carter from Avengers, where she's on her deathbed.
Okay. Let's be fair. Okay, let's say that it's 2012. This is Avengers time. She's still alive. Still, right? She's like, she dies in like 2 years.
Yeah, but like in her prime, she would be good. She's like detective. She protects your house.
Look,
she'd be decent.
6 out of 10.
I'd say 7. She'd be pretty good. Not the best. She'd probably be a bit tough on you and would take absolutely no crap from you. And she has a gun as well.
Also considering that she's probably one of the most normal people on this list.
Well, she is. She's just a secret. She's just an agent.
Which is essentially a real life thing in some way, right? So
essentially a real life thing. Yes, there are agents in real life. I guess. No, I've never seen one.
Like, but she's like a super spy person. I guess.
Well, she's a character in the MCU, so she's automatically like better than regular humans. Kind of like Hawkeye and Black Widow. Like, yeah, they're regular people, but they can do pretty much almost anything that the superpowered people can do.
It makes absolutely no sense, and I love it.
It doesn't really need to make sense. It's all movies about fucking superheroes and aliens and futuristic stuff and time travel and all this other weird, wacky interdimensional beings and all that kind of stuff. And we're like, can the guy with the bow, would he really be able to take down Loki or any other thing?
Oh my god, it's actually so annoying when people try and like debunk or whatever the movies in that kind of way. They like legitimately try and criticize it as if like he could do that or whatever. It's like,
it's a fucking movie. There's not supposed to be anything realistic about these things, really.
All right, next up, I got Ego, the Star-Lord's dad,
the living planet.
Man. I feel like he would definitely betray you in some way.
Oh yeah,
Um,
definitely.
I mean, that just goes without saying, right?
Yeah, and he's no good as a father figure.
He's one of the many characters of the MCU who wanted to like destroy the entire world. So I'm thinking like he's not the super like most trustful dude.
Oh, definitely not. He'll like have sex with your girlfriend and impregnate her with another being that he wants to, whatever the fuck he wants to happen with Star-Lord. That's what happened, right? In Guardians of the Galaxy 2, he had sex with his mum. He's the dad.
Yes.
And then Star-Lord's going to be the apprentice, for lack of a better word. I don't know. But he's into plants, though. He'll plant a plant that takes over the world, from what I remember.
Well, there you go. Then there's
he'll have
like
plants
nice
around. He'll make the place look
and
nice.
that kind of stuff. Yeah, the place will be good. Yay!
He would be an absolute asshole to you. He would just see you as like a lesser life form, and he would just like no. And he's a villain, and he's a fucking he's a planet.
Yeah, I had a boss like that once, just looking down on you.
He was a planet.
Don't want to be around. No, the other thing. Next up is Nebula. She's good now, correct?
Yeah, it depends on what version, like pre-joining the Guardians of the Galaxy or
I think
after.
it was like there's the 2014 version of her and the 2019 version of her from Endgame, right, where she turns good or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, she turns good prior to that, actually.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
That's what I mean.
I already said we're in 2012. That's the rule.
Right. So she would stab you in the back without a care in the world. She would be shit.
1000%. She'd try and like take pieces of your face off of you to put on herself. Things like that. Like she doesn't quite understand how people work because of her build.
Cybernetics, I guess.
Sure.
And if she had her sister over for dinner, it'd just be fighting the whole time. They would just argue and stuff. They just would not get along. But then again, she does have like cybernetic stuff. So if like she is very strong. You need help moving some furniture around the house, she could help out with that. She'd be good.
You know, I can see that, but I also think that she's just petty, and she wouldn't.
Yeah, she would not want to help at all. Like, hey, Nebula, can you help out? Can you just like take out the trash while I do the dishes? No, fuck you.
And she'd definitely like call you an idiot and stuff as well.
Oh yeah.
And so that's just going to play with your mental health. That's no good. That's no good.
No, that's no good for anyone.
4 out of 10. Arbitrary.
I was going to say 4.
Arbitrary 4 out of 10. Okay, next up is Mantis. She's hilarious.
Oh,
would just make me laugh all the time. And
she would. You'd like depressed, and she can just like do the mental manipulation stuff that she does and make you feel all happy and everything.
She would brighten up your day. And
oh yeah.
The thingies look funny.
the antenna. No, she would be excellent, I think. I would 10 out of 10. Like Mantis, yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
We've done it, guys. Folks, we've done it. The first.
We can have multiple 10 out of 10.
No, this is the only one. No, I'm just joking.
She'd be good though. She has like no real like big negative qualities that I can think of that would be like an issue. She's just like easygoing and likes to try and please people and all that kind of thing. And she's like understanding of other people's emotions and all that kind of thing. And just seems to be like a very caring person. So excellent, I think.
I can get behind that. Fine, unanimous.
It's been like almost unanimous the whole way through so far.
Pretty much. We should try and get more contrarian and disagree, you son of a bitch.
Okay, fine. You say 10 next time. I'm going, fuck you, 1.
Captain Marvel. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh. This is going to get controversial. Possibly.
She's a strong, independent woman who takes no shit from no man. So that would include us very much.
Hang on. Whereabouts is Captain Marvel in 2012?
Oh, well, she'd be out in space doing things because, like, Captain Marvel takes place in the 90s.
Yeah, it does.
So by then
she crashes in Blockbuster.
Yeah. So she has her powers by then. At that stage, she must be just like going around to other planets and helping out or doing whatever she does.
Which means that she would not be around very much. Which means good.
Everything would be like
if she's
her whim, because you can't make her do anything. No. You can't be like, hey, help me out with some of the chores. Like, no, sorry, I gotta go save another planet. Oh, you don't have the Rona, do you, Jack?
No.
Hopefully not.
I did go grocery shopping this morning.
Oh no! Don't go out, man. Don't go public. It's
Oh, I try.
terrible out there.
Just generally, like this before coronavirus, I try my best to stay within the own confinements of my home.
That's where I prefer to be.
Totally. Everyone's like, "Oh no, lockdown!" Oh, because
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Yeah."
That's why I'm just
oh,
like,
no.
just like, hey, another spike in New South Wales, lockdown again, eh? Yeah? No?
Have you seen the meme where it's from Lord of the Rings and they're like, "What about second lockdown?"
Yeah, I've seen that one. Anyway, we're getting off topic, Jack.
Yes,
We're getting off topic again. I would
Correct.
give Captain Marvel, I would give a 4.
Bullshit. That's what I was gonna say.
All right, this is just not good. We're not going to have any conflicting points of view, any
there
kind of
doesn't have to be.
interesting back and forth between why. We're just going to be like, oh yeah, 4. Yep, 4. Oh, 5. Yep, 5. Oh, this person would be good. Yeah, this person would be good. This is just going to be the whole video.
It doesn't have to be conflict. We can be best friends, and it can be nice.
That doesn't get us views, Jack.
All right, sorry.
Being nice to each other. We got to start YouTube drama between our channels and
That's
just
a
start
good
all this
point.
controversy and just say a whole bunch of controversial shit, and then we'll have like an extra 10 subscribers each or something like that.
With our 30 views.
Then we'll be monetized and making 10 cents a month.
I just need to call the video. Is Captain Marvel the very, very best character? Question mark, red circles on the thumbnail.
Oh yeah, you got to do like
People
10 of
do.
them and like an over-the-top reaction kind of thing, just like,
Oh,
oh my god.
You know what? That's the thing. When I, like, you know, man, I'm just smiling and it's pleasant. I need to be like, or something.
I try to be like, I would say even just a little bit over the top of my thumbnail. Well, probably not even that much. Just to try and do stuff like stuff doesn't look the same every time.
Definitely, yeah. Question that's totally off topic. Do you take pictures for your thumbnails? Because I just get screenshots from the video.
I used to get screenshots, but I get my girlfriend just to, because I just like, I don't even take pictures like for every individual one. I have like a whole folder of all these. You might notice with all my thumbnails, I'm wearing the same black shirt. I saw this with Chris Stuckman. If you notice with his thumbnails, he's just wearing like a black shirt, the same shirt every single one. So I'm like, he might be just like doing different kind of reactions.
Yeah.
I'll get my girlfriend just to take like a few hundred of me doing all these different faces, emotions, all these kind of things, and then I'll just pick one when I go do the thumbnail instead of having to do a screenshot or get, hey Lou, can you come take a picture of me for my thumbnail? I'll just have like a back order of them just to go off. That's what I do.
It's smart. It's smart. Yeah, I've seen like other people doing that as well. It's sneaky. You're a sneaky bastard, but it's smart. I'm into it because I'm always doing like, I start from scratch like every time, and like it's
I got like a bit over that.
Good because it's like unique for each one, but it's also like you got to work every time.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess I gotta find that balance. Anyway, off topic again.
You having fun yet, boys and girls? Us talking about our YouTube strategies and how to streamline things and make it easier? Hey, watch us talk about who would be the best Marvel roommate or whatever. You might also learn some YouTube tips and tricks along the way.
I'll totally clickbait it with Iron Man's face, and then it's like,
clickbait
what's it like
do
being
it.
a YouTuber? Next up is Ronan, who is the exact same character as Malekith. Let's just fucking skip him. 2 out of 10.
Yeah, fine. 2 out of 10. Go.
Next up is Hank Pym. I feel like he would make me uncomfortable.
He would. He would be a bit of a hard ass. He has like a very judgmental old grandfather kind of vibe.
And he doesn't want Evangeline, whatever her name is, to be the Wasp yet in the first one. And it's like, why? Just let her do it. What are you talking about, Michael Douglas? I mean, Hank Pym.
He'd be spending that much time spending time on his Pym particles and inventions and all that. He'd be locked up in his room the whole time.
You'd barely notice him.
You wouldn't even notice him. He'd be working on all of his shit. I don't think like we would get along at all, though.
Me either. Like I said, I think he would be uncomfortable. I was about to say, 10 out of 10, but I take that back.
No, I'm not doing. I'm doing
3.
6.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. We got different. Don't think he'd be completely terrible. Like he wouldn't be terrible or even that bad. I reckon the good things, like he would stay out of our way. He'd just focus on doing his own stuff. He'd be responsible, kind of thing. I reckon he'd be all right.
He'd push you to be responsible too.
But I feel he would try to push me to be the best person that I could be as well.
But that's
As
annoying.
annoying as that could fucking be. Like, fucking, Michael Douglas, get off my back, bro. I just want another fucking game for a bit. Alright?
Exactly. Next up is Happy Hogan. My theory here is that he is the same Jon Favreau character as he plays in Chef. And with that...
In what? In
Chef?
Chef?
Yeah, you haven't seen
I don't
Chef?
think... Oh, clearly by my reaction, what gives you the idea that I've seen Chef?
Well...
What is Chef? I'm just going to do a quick
The point is, the food in that seems desirable.
I'm going to have to... I'm a fucking idiot. I just type in chef and go to Google Images. It's just pictures of chefs. I didn't specify that's a movie. No, I have not seen this movie.
Okay, full disclosure, neither have I.
Just gonna be real with you now.
But the food looks great, and I want that version of the guy in my home.
Fair enough. Didn't he do a TV show where he was like cooking shit? Or something?
That's like the spin-off of Chef.
Oh, I've seen an episode. I saw the episode where he was like at the Star Wars ranch with what's the other guy's name? Crap! Now I'm the guy who's behind making the Star Wars.
George Lucas?
No, the new guy.
Oh my god, J.J. Abrams?
No.
What are you talking about?
You will know his name once I find the name of the guy that I'm talking about. And now I can't find the name of the guy I'm talking about. Oh my god, it keeps saying George Lucas. It's not George Lucas! Yes, he created it, but the other guy did the thing.
Let's decipher this.
Dave Filoni! Dave Filoni!
I don't know who that is.
What is wrong with you?
Anyway, Happy Hogan, 9 out of 10. Love him.
9 out of 10?
Yeah, he'll give me burgers and shit.
He would. He'd be like, give you all the cheeseburgers that you want. But your dad would have to die for that to happen. And you'd have to be really sad.
I don't want dad death, particularly.
He'd be good, but it depends on how he'd see you. Like, if he saw you as just like a dumb, immature teenager, like how he treats like Peter Parker. Like, he likes him kind of, but he just like kind of like brushes him off.
That's a good
kind of thing. So like, I feel like if you're on his good side, he'll like you and he'll just be awesome roommate. But if he doesn't like you, he'll just kind of like disregard you. He won't answer your phone calls. Go to call him.
No text. He won't let you be Spider-Man.
I give him a 7. I give him a 7.
That's fair. That's a fair call. Next up is Aunt May, the newer version of Aunt May. And with that, I got to say that not my Aunt May. I got to wear like a red hat thing. Not my Aunt May. Tobey Maguire's Aunt May is my Aunt May. Thanks very much. 0 out of 10.
10 for reasons I'll keep personal. Never thought I'd ever watch a Spider-Man movie and go, damn, Aunt May's hot. What universe are we living in where that happens?
The wrong one.
Obviously.
Aunt May is supposed to be 90. Next up is Michael Keaton as Vulture. I reckon I'd get along with him, to be honest.
Okay. He's just like a regular working class guy, just trying to get by in the world. He's just trying to take care of his family. He's like, if you're not Spider-Man, he's not going to care. He's not going to drive you to your prom and hold you at gunpoint.
He just wants a little bit of revenge, like on the side, but it's got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, he's got a side hustle going. It's fine.
Other than that, he'd just bitch about work, and I could be like, I agree. I feel your frustrations. I'm sorry.
Nothing in his character, like as a person, like not just like disregarding like the Avengers, like superpowered people and all that kind of thing. And Spider-Man, he doesn't seem like that much of a bad guy. Like he's just trying to do his thing, trying to take care of his family, but Spider-Man keeps interfering in that.
He just wanted him and his little crew to fix all of New York. Like, just let him.
Yeah.
Just let him.
Just let him have a bit of the fucking Chitauri tech and all that kind of stuff.
Yes,
fine.
Just let him.
It's all going to slip through the cracks. 7. I give him a 7.
Same.
Bit lower than I probably thought I would, because I think, like, I don't know, something a bit about Michael Keaton intimidates me a bit. He'd be a little bit intimidating, I think.
That's a fair call, but this is going to sound very bad. He's quite old. How many years are you going to have to live with him?
He's not that old.
How old is he?
He's like 50.
50.
Wait, 70?
You think?
He's not that old, surely.
I reckon he's 55. I mean,
Holy
65.
fuck, he's
65.
68.
68. There you go.
He's 68. I thought he was
nearly 70. See?
I thought he was in his late 50s at most.
You
Oh
son
my
of a
god, I'm
bitch.
terrible. All right. Okay, well, he's not gonna die anytime soon.
No, he's not. He seems
He
quite
could live for
fit
like
for
another
a 68-year-old
30 years.
man.
You don't know. All right.
Anyway.
Anyway, rolling off of that.
Red Skull.
He's a Nazi.
He is a straight up legitimate actual Nazi.
Not Nazi. No,
Like-
I can't. No, I can't live with a Nazi.
That's about
He has
as
no
much as you have
nose
to
and looks
say.
weird.
Oh yeah, that's the biggest problem with this guy.
That's the he has no has no nose. Nazi, just below. Nah, you can't. He's evil and scheming. And you just nah. What?
But just to play devil's advocate,
Oh,
he's so cool.
He's not that cool.
He looks cool.
Just because he's wearing a bloody trench coat or whatever.
And that stupid convertible car thing that he has, like that black spy car, remember?
Oh crap.
What a cool
Yeah,
fucking guy.
but we're going by 2012, and
Oh.
in 2012 he would be on Vormir.
That's a good point.
He wouldn't even be allowed to fucking live with you because he can't leave that place.
Wow, I forgot about the 2012 rule. That is a good point. He'd be in his little cloak, waiting for people
Yeah.
to come to that cliff.
Just just wearing his cloak, just saying, "I show others to a treasure I cannot possess," or whatever he says.
All right, fine. Ground rules change only for Red Skull. You have to live where he is.
Oh no, fucking 0 out of 10.
0
I'm
out
not
of
fucking
10.
freezing my ass on Vormir. People coming after the Soul Stone and trying to throw each other off cliffs and shit. No, thanks.
Agreed.
I'm good. I'm good. No, because then you live there with Red Skull, you become best bros with him, and then he fucking throws you off, and then he's like, "Yes, now I can take the fucking Soul Stone."
Oh, that is a good point. You'd bond. You'd love each other by the end of this.
You'd bond eventually, despite him being a Nazi with no nose and a red face. Given any amount of time, you'll bond with him eventually, and then he'll just fucking straight up kill you and take the Soul Stone.
That is a good call. That is a really good call.
I'm good with fucking useless information that doesn't benefit me in real life. Like, that's all my YouTube channel's about.
I can relate. Next up is Guy Pearce's Aldrich Killian.
He's just a straight up asshole.
He's
a straight up asshole.
He's a straight up asshole. He'd try and use you for the fucking extremist thingo.
Extremists, yeah, the extremists. You would be the lab experiment to him.
Whatever.
Whatever. No, he would straight up use you for that. Because this is like 2012, so he's not like in his like nerdy kind of like stage like he was when he was trying to talk with Tony Stark. So he's like turned full asshole. He'll use you for the extremist virus. Nah, can't think of any good benefits. He's a snappy dresser, isn't he?
Yeah,
Might be able to help you with.
Wears like a suit.
I can't remember. I haven't seen Iron Man 3 and so.
It's 2012, the year before Iron Man 3. So
Yeah.
look, maybe he hasn't quite snapped just yet.
Just hasn't snapped just yet.
And that's who you want to live with, someone who's about to snap.
Fine. 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10, I agree.
2 out of 10.
All right, the next one I've got here, we're playing with the big dogs, okay? Are you ready for this one?
Oh, I'm ready. Lay it on me, Jack.
Thanos.
Like, I want to say, like, no, he wouldn't be, but I'm trying to think, like, he'd share half his shit with you.
If you think about it, after Infinity War, once he's won,
Yeah.
like, think about how he lives after that. Just nice, farmer man.
The nice farmer man.
Wearing his
Never
stupid
thought that's how someone would ever describe Thanos.
Wearing his stupid looking shirt, even though he's a giant.
It's just like a regular fucking
purple
shirt.
Man. It is so
I watched
funny when he looks
Endgame
like that.
like a few weeks ago, and I thought that. I was just like, he's just wearing a fucking shirt. Just a regular fucking shirt. Then again, he's
Peaceful.
2012 Thanos. I don't know. He has to, alright, he's like, fucking, the Avengers beat me. I'm gonna live on Earth and learn how they run. I'm gonna move in with my good Earth friend Paul and or Jack. Move in. He'd be okay.
He
He's
doesn't
a
have any
villain,
grudges,
sure,
man.
but he wants balance. Everything would be balanced. Everything about the
That's
whole
true.
living situation would be balanced. Equal amount of chores, equal amount of paying the rent and all that kind of thing. 5 out of 10. Midway. Balance.
As all things should be. Think about it this way, though. He's like, he lives green, you know, he cares about
Oh, yeah, very much so. He
overpopulation.
does,
I'm
doesn't
sure he
he?
recycles, yeah?
He would. He cares about the universe.
He does!
Deep down. Whether he goes about it the right way or not is very debatable. He'd be okay. He's still a villain. You piss him off, he's probably going to crush your face with his...
not a second thought at all.
Without a second thought.
So I'm going to say 4 out of 10. You know, you're
4
always
out of 10?
kind of in danger, but he's mostly peaceful and shares.
He'd be okay, but you'd still be a bit on edge. You're just like, I've got a big purple alien sleeping in the other room.
Wearing his normal shirt. I like to think he
wearing his fucking shirt that he bought from Space Target.
Next up is Ultron. Ultron would be fucking terrifying. I gotta be honest.
He's terrifying, but he has some funny quips. He says some funny stuff.
He's kind of entertaining. He likes Pinocchio. He has like the strings.
There are no strings on me.
Yeah, sure. And that's entertaining. Also, you could learn some interesting things about AI from him.
Yeah, but then again, you have to think... Ultron didn't even exist in 2012. We're gonna have to make a special. We're gonna have to make a special exception because he didn't exist in 2012. Wasn't until what was it? 2014. Yeah. 2014. So we're gonna have to make a special case. It's only 2 years in the future.
Oh, no,
it's not that bad.
Sorry, 2015.
Oh, 2015. Yes, semantics.
It's the same.
He does want to kill all life on Earth though, and start anew. That's a bit of a bummer.
Yeah, 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10, yeah, I agree.
2 out of 10 because I don't want to die.
Yeah, exactly. Living's good.
Next up is Killmonger. Killmonger! He's my favourite villain.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. He's not
He's
mine.
awesome.
He's okay.
He's interesting morally.
Yes, very interesting morally. That's what I look for in a roommate. wanting roommates. Must have moral intrigue. I don't think he'd be good as a roommate.
No,
he wouldn't be good to live with. He would not be that great, I don't think.
He'd probably want to like fight like warrior style over like, I don't know, whose turn it is to clean something.
Come on, take out the trash. It's not my turn. All right, fight to the death for it then. All right.
But he's my favorite villain in the movie.
You would learn a lot about African culture. He would take you to like museums and shit, show you all kinds of like all that kind of stuff. He'd be educational.
I feel
You'd
like
learn a bit.
I mean, he'd hate me being white, right?
Well, he's not racist, I don't think. He just wants to reclaim his throne.
Yeah, that's true.
Kind of deal.
That's true.
Just help him claim his throne. He'll be good.
I just feel like the politics would get a little funny. He'd always want to talk about politics.
Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing for that.
Trump.
6 out of 10.
Now I'm going to put Trump on the thumbnail now. Trump.
Oh God.
Politics. I know so much.
Views. Got to get those views.
Anyway. Yeah,
what would you rate him? What would you rate him? I gave him 6.
Nah, honestly, less than that. 4.
Oh, really? Oh, he's my favorite villain. But fuck living with him.
Pretty much. Next up is Ironmonger.
Nah, he would not. Nah. Obadiah Stane is a fucking asshole.
Yeah, no, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. 2 out of 10.
2 out. Nah. Yeah, 2. 2.
2 because he's a man, you know. He's not like.
Oh, good observation, Jack. Nothing gets past you. He's saying, a man.
He's just a normal guy. He can't like.
He's a normal man who would be dead in 2012, but still.
Oh yeah, I guess he would be dead. His corpse.
Oh yes, living with the corpse of Obadiah Stane.
0 out of 10.
That would be a dream. Well, he wouldn't complain or have to talk to you or anything, and just probably start smelling after all.
I was gonna say. I imagine
wait,
that would
wouldn't be a corpse. Didn't he blow up?
Yeah, in the arc reactor thing, the giant one.
Yeah, just live with an urn with his ashes.
There you go. That's borderline decorative. 10 out of 10.
There we go, everyone. Obadiah Stane, Ironmonger, makes good ornamentation. There we go.
Next up is Whiplash.
Do you like birds? Do you like bird?
I like his pronunciation of bird.
Where's my bird? I can't do it. I know that I can in my head. I know how he says it. Where's my bird? I can't do it.
I want my bird.
Bird.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Isn't that
Bird.
sad? Like Marvel villain. We know he likes birds.
That's like all
Does
we
not
know
like
about
Tony
him.
Stark likes birds.
Dormammu. What do we think of Dormammu?
Dormammu, he would straight up just not give a shit about you. We are nothing. He is a cosmic being of like almost infinite power, all that kind of thing. Nah.
Well, that's what I was going to get at. Like, is he a physical being? Will he take up all the space in the room?
My knowledge of like Marvel characters comes from movies, TV shows, so I'm not sure what he's like in the comics.
I'm with you.
So I would imagine he would be able to make like an avatar of himself that could like interact with our dimension, that kind of thing.
That's
kind
like
of what
the
I'm
kind of
picturing.
thing.
He could appear how he would want to appear,
Yes.
kind of thing.
Yes.
We don't have any characterization to go off about what he would be like, other than he wants to destroy our world. So 0 out of 10. He would just want to destroy the Earth.
But he's cute, so...
He's not cute! What do you class as cute?
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10. You should do a video on that. Dormammu, cute?
Oh, maybe I should make that the thumbnail.
Do a ranking video. Marvel's cutest villain. Number 1 might surprise you.
Now that is a good clickbait term. I'm not good with the clickbait. I don't know what to say.
I don't know. That's why we're not big, Jack. That's why we're not big.
Hey, you're
It's
thinking
not.
of me.
It's not inconsistent uploading and questionable editing. It is clearly the. This is just from. I'm not dissing you. This is just in my self-evaluation of my channel, kind of thing. So, yeah, it's clearly that. It's clearly the non-clickbait titles and thumbnails.
Nothing to do with the quality.
Nothing to do with the quality of our content.
Just this year, I started uploading on a regular schedule. And
how's that working out for you?
I'm keeping up with it. It's a little stressful.
That's good.
At times.
I tried. It's hard. I'm trying to figure out like what's the best amount of uploads and what time, especially like with America, because most of my people that watch it are in America, so you got to try and think of that as well. It was nice doing this collaboration too. No trying to have to figure out time zones or anything.
Yes.
All on the fucking same stretch of coast. Pretty much.
I was thinking that as
same
well,
time zone.
My wife was like, "Who is this guy that you're doing the video with? Where's he from?" I'm like,
"Oh, he's fucking up the coast."
I forgot, but Australia. And then she's like,
"He's in Australia."
Good. Then
or
the
Greece.
time zones weren't
I'm not
matter.
100% sure.
No, I knew you were Australian. I just forgot what actual state.
North of yours.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, well, not pretty much, exactly. Literally.
Literally. Sorry, I'm just like deciding to adjust my camera halfway through, as you do, as all professionals do.
It's not okay.
Oh fuck! I'll move it back then. Jeez.
Odin. He would be disappointed in me all the time.
Well, we definitely wouldn't be worthy.
I certainly wouldn't be.
Like he wouldn't mistreat you in a way. I think he would just be a bit of a dick to you.
I think it's mostly good, but I don't think he'd be very nice. You know what I mean?
Not to us, no.
And I'm not like kissing anyone's feet or whatever. Like, I don't know if that's a thing from him, but he is a king, and like, you know, kings.
He's more than a fucking king. He's a fucking god.
Sure, he's a. Yeah, I mean, he is a. Yeah, that's true.
He's the king of the Norse pantheon.
I just
all
feel that title,
9 realms.
He'd be a little bit entitled.
5 out of 10. He wouldn't be he would be a bit of a dick to you, but outside of that, he'd be okay, probably.
3 out of 10. We'd
3 out of 10.
clash. We would clash. I don't like authority, man. Fuck the police and whatever. That's not true. Anyway, next up, we're going to agree on this one. I'm telling you, Korg.
Oh yeah, 10.
10 out of 10. You can just game with him.
That guy just basically just having like Taika Waititi as a roommate. He'd be hilarious. He'd play Fortnite with you if you were into it. You just might have to help him when he gets bullied by Noob Master 69 or whatever. He'd be awesome. He'd just be like
He's
a regular
amazing.
roommate made out of rocks.
Next up is Loki.
He'd be like pranking you and tricking you all the time, manipulating you. He'd
Trying
be like,
to kill you,
oh,
maybe.
unless it benefited him specifically, if there was like a benefit to killing you kind of thing, I don't think he would, just because like he's not that kind of villain. He's just trying to come out on top, be mischievous. He'd probably impersonate me and just make me look like a complete idiot, well, even more of a complete idiot than what I am. He'd embarrass me all the time.
I don't like that. I don't like the thought of that.
No, he would. He would not be good.
My problem with him is that he would be inconsistent. I wouldn't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy at this point.
You don't know, do you? But deep down, we all know he's just trying to get. But then again.
Wait a
But
minute.
then again, I don't know. You don't know.
2012. It's the Avengers. He's straight up evil. Okay.
3 out of 10.
2 out of 10. Quicksilver. He I think he's like in Russia or something. He's still imprisoned or something at this point.
Well, that depends if he even have his powers by then, because we don't know. We don't until when was that end credit scene where we saw them for the first time? I can't remember which movie it was.
I have no idea. Was it just the one before Age of Ultron?
I think it might have been Winter Soldier. I don't know. Let's just say yes, he has his superpowers. I mean, he can help you out a lot. He can do everything super quickly.
He would be very handy. Like I'm working from home at the moment, say, and let's just say that I still am in this scenario. He could probably do my day's work in like a couple minutes.
Exactly.
Oh wait, no, he couldn't. He can't make computers faster.
Oh yeah. Just because he hits the keys and all that faster doesn't mean the computer's going to process it all very quickly.
Yeah. So he's just useless. Fuck that guy.
No, he's good. I think we're the villains, Jack, because every time we come onto somebody, it's just like, how can they benefit us?
How can I selfishly use their power?
How can I get Quicksilver to run down to the servo for me and get some milk?
Well, you're being sarcastic, but there's something that interests me. 10 out of 10.
But as a guy, though, he's a guy. I'm trying to go off characterization here. He is a guy.
He has a good accent.
He has a good accent. I'm going to say 7 out of 10.
That's high.
He'd be handy. He wouldn't be terrible to live with, but I don't think he would have anything interesting to talk about.
I know I just said 10 out of 10, but that 7 seems high.
Thank you.
I don't know how to say this character's name. Oki? She's the bald woman in Black Panther.
Oh!
To be honest, I'm not liking it.
No?
Nah, I feel like I would annoy her.
Oh, for sure. I would want her to teach me how to use the spear.
Yes.
I like spears. Spears are the best weapon historically. So,
What?
I actually used to do... Huh?
Wait. Slow down.
Sorry?
Spears are the best.
Spears are the best weapon, pretty much, ever made by man. Throughout warfare and everything, think of every culture that existed throughout the world and everything before and after the Bronze Age. Everyone had spears. It's the good weapon. You have a pointy thing on a stick that you can stab things from a safe distance. There's a reason why spears were used throughout many military civilizations. The Greeks, the Romans, the Persians.
The Greeks.
And
blah.
I'm biased because I'm Greek and I know a little bit about Greek history. They had spears. They worked very well. You didn't have to get up close. You could use them in formation to stab people. The phalanx, for example, that the Greeks and the Macedonians used, and a few other cultures as well. And when we had guns...
History lesson.
I like history. Leave me alone. If you look at a couple of books there's a few history books there.
You absolutely...
I am. Oh, I am. I live up to my fucking name, alright? We have guns. What do we do with those guns when we start making guns? We put a bloody dagger at the end of it, so it's like a spear that can shoot as well. The spear has been the best weapon throughout time. Time and tested. There's a reason why everyone has been using the spear. And they need to fucking start using the spear in zombie movies. You don't get a knife. You don't get a thing where you have to get up close where they can bite you. You get a spear and stab them through the head with a safe distance. I think I've gone on a bit of a tangent here. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No,
I like history
that's very
and weapons
persuasive.
and things. So I would like Oki to teach me how to use the fucking spear, even though I've waved sticks around when I was a teenager and I'm okay-ish with sword fighting. And I've done martial arts and stuff. I don't know why I'm still using a high-pitched voice.
Well,
oh
look,
my god.
you have kind of converted me to thinking that spears are great.
Spears are fantastic, and you can't tell me otherwise.
But I just feel like me using them, that wouldn't be very...
It's easy. You just stab. You just stab at the thing that you want to die, and you can do it from a safe distance. It's fantastic. 10 out of 10. Recommend.
I like the safe distance thing. Okay, 10 out of 10 for the character too.
10 out of 10.
As long as she's willing to teach, that is.
Ah, she's all about spears. She'd be willing to teach you how to use a spear.
She's all about spears.
She'd be down for it.
Next up is Shuri, basically the Iron Man of Black Panther.
She's good with technology. Having problems with your Wi-Fi, no good. Yep. Okay, fine. She can do that. That's all fine. She knows about memes. So you'll be wearing shoes and she'll be like, what are those?
Yes.
That meme. That's not dated or anything now.
Not dated
internet
at
culture.
all.
She seems like a happy-go-lucky kind of fun kind of person. She'd be excellent, I reckon.
And piggybacking off of your technology thing, yeah, should be able to help you get a Zoom call started.
Oh, good. She can reduce that down to 5 minutes instead of an hour. Or whatever it took us to do it. And I've used it before. All right, okay. 10 out of 10, Shuri. She'd be excellent.
I agree. Next up is the Ancient One. Tilda Swinton's The Ancient One.
She'd teach you to be in a peace with yourself kind of thing.
Should be able to make an apple decompose and recompose.
That's true.
And that's fun. That's just a fun little thing.
Or you could just be like, oh, fucking, I'm trying to get this Zoom thing to work. Fuck, it took me an hour. Hey, Ancient One, can you use the time stone to, like, reverse by an hour so I know what to do right off the bat?
You know, maybe we should rank the characters by how helpful they would be in starting a Zoom
I think
call.
we pretty much have been doing that, and based if they'll kill us or not.
Well, it's in our best interest.
It is in our interest to stay alive.
Winter Soldier. Bucky Barnes's Winter Soldier boy.
2012, though. He's on ice.
2012. Yes! He hasn't come back yet.
No, if we're still going by year,
Of course we are.
which is held up through every single character that we've talked about.
Consistency is key.
All right, so he's unfrozen. But the thing is it like when he's being manipulated, when the keywords have been said and he's been awakened as a sleeper soldier or whatever you call sleeper agent or whatever you call him? Or is he just regular? If it's regular, like Bucky Barnes, kind of Winter Soldier, he'd be fine. He'd just be just another dude, super strong, in good shape, pulls off the long hair look.
In good shape.
Has a metal arm. Be alright.
It's like, who do I want to live with? A guy who's in good shape.
Well, then they would encourage me to work out.
That's true. Which I need.
I mean, look at this.
You don't want to see me stand up right now.
You're right, I don't.
Just a big old belly in the camera.
That's what the subscribers want. When are you going to do a belly reveal?
Ew.
I just know because people keep saying on Jeremy Johns, hey, when are you going to do a leg reveal?
Really? I haven't seen that.
I don't know. I see it in the comments sometimes because, like, I have not seen his legs, so I don't know if he has legs.
Pro tip, as a YouTuber, off topic again.
Wow, this is the first time that we've gone off topic.
Comment on things. Then if you make a good comment, people will try and click on your channel. I try and
That's what
comment
I
a lot.
try to do.
But I never think of anything interesting.
No. Really, you got to say like something, but you got to be quick too.
You have to be very quick.
There's this one video where I got like a shit ton of.
Oh, I think I've seen that comment. I don't remember what it was, but I saw your comment like in the wild, and I liked it.
Yeah, because
it was something funny.
It was about Endgame. What was it? I made a Brooklyn Nine-Nine joke on it. It was just like something about Avengers Endgame, whatever, and I just said, whatever.
A title of your sex tape.
Title
That's
of my
it.
sex tape. But yeah, how to waste a climax.
Ah.
That's it. Yeah, Avengers Endgame. How to waste a climax. So I saw that pop up in my notifications, and I'm like, oh, this only got uploaded recently. Yeah, I can see it. It's got 11,000 likes on it.
Nice.
But then again, I probably got like 0 people. Like people probably checked out my channel, but I think a lot of the time when you're small, people just think like, oh, this channel mustn't be very good or kind of thing. So it helps get your channel out there, and once people see that people liked a comment, they're more inclined, I think, to like it.
That's interesting. That's like,
yeah.
I mean, I'm still a minuscule channel, like, but I found
we
that,
both are.
Yeah, well, in the grand scheme of things, yeah. But I found that once you start getting a little more subscribers, you get them a bit easier than before.
It does, because like the better you get at everything, the more subscribers you have. Like people like sometimes say, oh, subscribers doesn't matter, but like really it does, because like you look at a channel, the first thing you look at really is you look at how many subscribers they have, because that kind of tells you how good that channel is. Because you're like, if a lot of people have subscribed to this, and the content must be good and worth checking out, kind of thing.
Yeah, the small number intimidates people.
It does, because they just think, oh, this guy is just new, or the content's not very good, kind of thing. So, but we picked a very hard thing as well, because we're doing movie reviews, that kind of thing, and that doesn't usually get a lot of views, especially with just the title kind of thing.
There's also, there's a lot of competition.
There is so much.
And I don't personally do like react videos and stuff exactly. I know those are popular.
I hate doing them. The video that I got 2,000 views, I think, was my Joker reaction or whatever. That's like the most amount of views I ever got. And I hate reaction videos. It just feels so... I feel like when I'm watching a trailer, I'm just like the whole time, and I felt like I have to like have to be over the top and react and say things over the trailer and that kind of thing. I'm just like, I don't want to do this.
Like, you're not talking over it.
Like, I get that's like a good way to get like heaps of views and that kind of thing. But I've seen channels where they do reactions, get fuck tons of views, but then they do like a movie review or some other thing, and it gets like next to nothing, because people just want to see the reaction. And I don't want my channel to be all about reactions and that kind of thing. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah. Anyway.
Hey, Jack, I do believe we've gone off topic for a while again.
Falcon. How do we feel about Falcon?
He's a bro.
He's the next Captain America.
He's the next Captain America. I don't see any downsides to having him.
And he dual wields guns, and it's cool.
And he flies around.
Which I don't want in my house now that I think about it.
I just want to fly up to Queensland after the Rona thing's over. Falcon, your mind's just flying me up the coast a bit, kind of thing. Again, how we could use the heroes.
Yes, that's what I'm all about. Using
people.
Yes. Thanks very much. I'll give him a 6.
I'd say 7, 8. He'd be cool.
I changed my mind, but you're right. Higher. He deserves higher.
It doesn't take much to change your mind, does it?
Yes.
I'm a bit like that too. I get like a bit to other people's ideas. I'm always like, you bring up a good point. I don't think it takes much to convince me of other stuff. I think I'm probably very, very, very easily to manipulate.
This character is Pepper Potts. Fun name to say. Pepper Potts.
Well, I'm glad you think that.
She probably wouldn't know that she's living with you, because Gwyneth Paltrow didn't know what Marvel movie she was in. That's an inside joke.
I was really just thinking too, like I'm associating the Pepper Potts character as Gwyneth Paltrow, and I don't think I would like Gwyneth Paltrow as a person. I just imagine Pepper Potts just being like a bit like uptight, always be on your case about things.
When you said bit, I thought you were going to say a bit of a bitch, but then you said bit uptight. You fixed it. You fixed it.
Nah, I would not like to live with Pepper Potts, even though it is fun to say Pepper Potts.
It is fun to say.
You were right. I was going to say 3, now it's a 4.
I think you're being a bit hard on her. I'm gonna give her like a 6.5.
Fair enough. Like, she wouldn't be completely like, she's not like an ideal kind of person to live with, I think, unless you're Tony Stark.
Very organized.
And she's a CEO.
That could be a good thing.
How can we exploit that, Jack?
Yes.
What can we get out of this?
Exactly. This is what the important things are. Me. Next character is War Machine.
War Machine would be okay. I can't see any flaws. He likes weapons.
He
would kill a baby, though.
Ah, yes. I was like,
He's
what
just
the
like,
fuck
in
are you
that
talking
scene,
about?
He's like,
yeah,
why don't we just go back in time to baby Thanos and...
Oh, yeah, that's what he does, yeah. You know, I like that. 8 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Next up is Groot. Groot is adorable. Groot can grow limbs for you.
The conversations would be a bit dull, though.
Can't communicate very well. And that's a deal breaker. 0 out of 10. Fuck Groot.
but then, like you think, because it's like 2012, he's grown up kind of thing. But if he fucking dies and has to be reborn, he's a fucking asshole when he's a teenager.
Oh, and
because then if he dies, then you have to take care of him to grow up, and then like he'll be a teenager, and he's just gonna be a fucking little shit. And
that's just a burden.
You don't want that. And he's fucking more powerful than you too. He'll just impale you with his branches and shit.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I'm going 2 out of 10. 2 out of 2. No.
Look, he's got some cons.
Shit.
He's got some cons, but come on.
He has all cons. In my book, anyway.
Realistically,
having to look after a baby potentially and be responsible. 2 out of 10. I'm not a parent.
I'm
not
a
even.
parent.
I'm sticking to my guns. I'm sticking with 2.
I have 3 cats. Well, here's one of them.
Oh my god! Fucking put that in the thumbnail. People love cats.
People do love cats. The only reason she's here is because my laptop is on top of the cat tree thing, like I told you, and she's scratching at it. It's very annoying.
So, bro, I sleep here. I lay here. What are you doing?
Like, how dare you do the thing that this thing is for? Selfish. Speaking of animals, Rocket Raccoon.
I know this is. I know where this is going. He would be okay. Like,
he'd be awesome. I'm super keen on Rocket Raccoon.
He would make you get like dumb shit for no reason.
That's true.
Go and steal that guy's leg. What's it for? Oh, it's fucking funny. I think he would sass you a lot. Like,
Definitely.
He would just like. But if you were bros with him, he'd be good.
If he gives you trouble, you can put him in a little cage.
that you can do. A raccoon is much more easier to deal with than a god.
We are the villains, aren't we?
We are. I give him 7. 7.
Next up, we've got an invisible man. That's my joke. He's invisible. He moves so slowly that you can't see him.
It's hard to get that. But for some fucking reason, I thought you jumped into the Fantastic Four. I was like, it's not the Invisible Man, it's the Invisible Girl. And you didn't say we were talking about other Marvel properties.
No, MCU, strictly MCU.
Drax would be awesome to live with, I think.
All right, let's go. What are his pros, you know? What's good about him?
He is good.
Nah, he's too dumb.
You can tell how good I am off the cuff without any preparation or anything, can't you? Him taking everything literally would be quite hilarious.
I don't know. It's like you'd show him a meme and he'd be like, who is this? Is this your friend? And like, it would just piss me off.
Again, yeah, conversation might get a bit... like, because he wouldn't understand the subtle nuances of how we talk to each other with like sarcasm and puns and all that kind of thing. He would not get it.
Imagine him talking to an Australian, like he does use a lot of Australian terms and stuff. You'd be like, "You want to go get some Macca's, Drax?" He wouldn't know what the fuck you were talking about.
He'd be a pretty chill guy, though. I think. Just thinking about, I'm just imagining him just standing there pretending to be invisible and just fucking eating chips. Like, in between wanting to get revenge for his family being killed, he just seems to like to chill out a little bit. He'd be good, not great. Okay, fine. All right, I'll lower my score for you, Jack. I'll give him a 6.
Did I say mine? I don't remember. I will also give him a
Say it
6.
again, just in case.
6. The next Guardian of the Galaxy, Gamora.
I would say, like, similar to Nebula kind of thing. Like, especially in 2012. Like she's like a better person, Nebula.
That's true. That's true. It depends on which part of
I can't even remember what I gave
timeline you're
Nebula.
at. Oh, no. Me either. Not at all.
This is why I don't give, like, numbers out of 10s when I'm
And neither
reviewing a
do I.
movie. Because I'm going to fucking forget it, and that's what people are going to focus on. Oh, you gave
Yes.
this movie a 7 out of 10.
Yes.
Well, I
And
don't
then-
remember what I gave it.
And then it's
I
going to
can't-
be
yeah.
like, you gave 1917 a 9, but now you're giving, like, I don't know, what's that, like Saving Private Ryan an 8. What are you doing? And it's like, it's just how I
it's
felt
dumb.
that day.
I don't like it. Like, you can watch a movie and think it's absolute shit, and then, like, you might watch it again a few years later, you're like, oh, I get it now. This is a fantastic movie.
Yes.
Like, I don't like just giving an arbitrary number to things, unless it's for fun and doesn't really mean anything, like what we're doing, really. I give Gamora whatever I gave Nebula.
Same. And last of Guardians is, of course, Star-Lord. Are you a hater of Star-Lord since Endgame?
No.
Or, wait, Infinity War?
Infinity War? Ugh. That did deteriorate my opinion on him a little bit, because it's a really fucking dumb thing to do. Ugh. I don't know.
For one, I'm not a hater at all. I like that. I think it makes him very human. I felt for him, and I get annoyed when everyone hates him so much for it.
Well, you're right, because he just reacted emotionally, as people do. He wanted to get revenge because his fucking girlfriend essentially got murdered. So of course you'd lose your shit at that.
Yeah.
I'd imagine I would.
Yeah, exactly. I feel bad for him, and everyone hates him, and I'm like, no, he's good. And
He can teach me how to dance, because I can't
he'll
dance.
dance and listen to good music and whatever.
But it's just the same shit all the time. It's the
That's
same thing
true.
over and over again.
How many
He doesn't get
tracks
sick of it.
can fit on his fucking tape? Like 10? How
I
many
don't
songs can fit
know.
on
I
that?
don't know how much you can fit on a cassette.
Probably not that many.
Cassettes were being phased out when I was a kid. I don't know.
I'm
probably
going to
not.
guess 10 to 20
Yeah,
is about as many.
somewhere between that can fit an album on it. So something like that.
Yeah, like an hour top.
Star-Lord would be okay, I reckon. But I imagine, like, he could be like, he would try to take control, I think, a bit, because he has to be the captain of the ship kind of thing. He'd always want to be in control and make all the decisions, that kind of thing. He might be a bit annoying.
Yeah.
The thing.
But also, Chris Pratt, I like him.
I like Chris Pratt, but we're talking about Star-Lord,
That is
Jack,
true.
and they are two
We're talking
very
about
different
character.
characters.
I'm
probably.
so sorry. I apologize so much. I'll give him a 7.
7 sounds good.
Next is Scarlet Witch. She's good. I like her. I just like the character.
I like the character too.
She's not in
She'd
it
be good.
enough. She deserves her own movie.
Well,
and is getting
she
a
would
show.
have had her own fucking movie by now. It's out there. We just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, well, exactly. But talking about living with her, she can do some amount of magic. We're not really sure what her limits are. She can shoot
Magic?
pinky stuff.
When did she do magic?
What do you mean we can? She's a witch.
Oh fuck!
What are you talking about?
I had Black Widow in my head, not Scarlet Witch. I was thinking of Black Widow. That's why I said her own movie, because Black Widow movie. Why didn't you just say Paul? What the fuck are you talking about? Sorry, I got mixed up between Scarlet Witch and Black Widow.
Oh, it's fine. I just thought that you meant that in her lifespan there would be a movie there, but we never got one.
She's getting a TV show, but anyway.
A TV show, yeah.
All right, fine. Scarlet Witch, sorry, not Black Widow. She would be fine. She can.
I can't think.
I'm not 100% sure what
much.
her powers are. Like telekinesis,
Exactly.
shooting energy blasts. She can lift things.
It's very vague about what exactly she can and cannot do.
Like, I can't think of anything in her character that I wouldn't like. Can't think of any situations that how we'd clash.
She has a funny
Or
accent, and then she doesn't anymore, which is funny. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Scarlet Witch.
Next up is Vision. Vision is definitely somebody that you can exploit, I feel
Oh,
like.
yeah. He's also very bland. Like, he speaks very direct to the point kind of thing.
It would probably be hurtful in some ways. Like, he'd say things not considering your feelings. He'd be like, hey, Jack, you've put on some weight since lockdown. And I'd be like,
yeah.
thanks, Vision, Fucking hell.
Or you'll
unaware.
you'll be in the other room just getting dressed, and he'll just like phase through the wall. He'll just come in. He's like, dude, we're getting ready here, and he wouldn't understand like human etiquette kind of
He
thing.
wouldn't comment on it though. He wouldn't really think anything of it. Does Vision have a penis?
Well, now you're asking the real question. That is a question I cannot answer, Jack, because I do not know.
That's what's going on the thumbnail.
I'm not sure if that's allowed, Jack.
No, that's allowed. That's
a penis?
No,
Oh, what? You're just gonna have a
the
picture of his
text
torso
and
and just have a red circle with the arrow pointing to his crotch?
I'm not gonna have a picture of a dick on it. I just get Vision, and it's like, does he, or whatever.
Is penis even allowed in the title, or is that
That's
an
like
offensive word that we
That's
can't
a
have?
proper noun. That's a anatomical word. That's scientific, man. That's allowed, surely.
Okay. All right, sorry.
Anyway, he's boring. 4 out of 10.
3.
Next up is Black Panther.
It's tough, isn't it? Because you gotta like really think about who they are as a character and like what they would be in the real world, kind of thing.
He's very just.
He is very just.
He's a good guy.
He'd be fair. He'd be a fair ruler of your house.
I don't like the way you're saying that. Like, he would be the ruler.
Well, he's a king.
Yeah,
He'd be used to that.
I guess so, and I would be submissive, let's be honest.
Well, so would I. He's eating a plant that gives him superpowers, and he has a very technologically advanced suit, and he can scratch the shit out of you as well.
These movies are good, right? He's eating magical plants, but these movies are good, right?
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10, agreed. He's up.
There we go.
Next up is my boy, Spider-Man.
Your boy.
I got Spider-Man tattooed right here, dude.
Oh, do you really?
He is my boy.
Nice. Spider-Man. Good. But you can't live with a teenager.
Spider-Man, good.
It's weird, man. You can't have a teenager as a roommate.
That's a very good point. That would be weird. I feel like living with Spider-Man, though, would kind of just be living with my younger self. Because Spider-Man's kind of just me.
I think it would be.
In a way. You know, I relate to him. I'm too biased when it comes to him because I just want to say a 10 out of 10 because I love Spider-Man.
Just say 10 out of 10, dude. I'm saying 8.
But you're right. Like, that's weird living conditions. How am I going to explain why we live together?
Wait till he turns 18 and then he can become a roommate.
Sure. Well, let's just cheat for a second and say that this is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Oh, fucking if we were going by...
So, no problem.
Yeah, but then if we go by our rule before 2012, how old is Spider-Man in 2012?
Oh, shit, he's not even Spider-Man yet, is he?
Just living with some young teenage...
Wait, hang on.
That's a bit weird.
2017 and he's what, 16?
I'd say that's a safe guess.
So
yeah.
What age does that make him? Math.
Like
I don't
11.
know. He's like something like that.
His parents died and we adopted him instead of
so
May.
now we're parents if we go with Spider-Man.
Oh, 0 out of 10.
0
out of 10.
0 out of 10. Fuck
Not
Spider-Man.
being a parent.
Next up is Doctor Strange. I feel the same way about him as the Ancient One, basically. He's kind of the same, but a little more quippy.
And facial hair. And hair in general.
Hair. Yeah. Hair.
But we can get him to do shit because he can use magic.
We can get him to do shit. Time travel.
Of course, he has to have his powers, because in 2012 he's just a surgeon.
We can get him to operate.
Oh, good. He's just like the best surgeon, isn't he? Just like the best.
I think so.
He's
Something
not like a
that.
particular kind of surgeon, just a very good surgeon kind of thing.
He's very rich.
Yeah, but he's like Tony Stark in like he's just an egotistical asshole, really.
Yeah, he would be unpleasant to be around. And the ground rules are that we're not living with him, he's living with us.
He's living with us.
But that's not to say that he's not bringing his money with him, because surely he is.
He'd be bringing all that with him. I don't have room for it, but he can bring it.
And as you know, I'm looking to exploit.
Aren't we all?
And I can get behind that. 7.
Yeah. I'd say 7.
Ant-Man!
Good.
Good, very good, because he can be small and not take up space.
Exactly.
And he's like strong as well. You always say, like, we have talked about this with the furniture moving, but with the exception, unlike Nebula or whoever we were talking about before, he's nice, Smiley Paul Rudd. He will do things for you. You don't even have to exploit him. He'll just happily help you, I feel like.
He would be excellent, I think. Everything you brought up there would be good. Is your cat messing with the thing again?
Yes.
I'm just like, it's just like shaking. I'm just like, oh, the cat's doing something.
Fuck off. Anyway.
That's not nice.
Oh, I swear at my cats all the time. Ant-Man, a 10 out of 10. Nick Fury is the last slightly minuscule character, even though he's probably in most MCU movies.
He's been in a lot.
He's in probably
like end credit scenes and stuff as well.
Yeah, he probably rivals Iron Man.
Yeah, he's been in a lot.
I mean, they're only smaller cameos, but still. But
he would put his job first, like above everything else.
Yeah, that's very true.
He'd be a workaholic.
Very dedicated man. So you say workaholic, I say dedicated. I'm optimistic.
Yes. Sorry, I couldn't think of a clever retort, so I'll just say yes. But like, he'd be out a lot on missions, doing stuff a lot. But if you came between him and like national security kind of deal, you're gone.
He'll kill. He'll kill.
He'll kill.
I think he'll kill.
He would. Just don't get in his way. Let him do his job. He'll be fine. Don't think he would treat me very well as a person. Oh, he'd be okay.
Nah, he'd be good. I think
he'd be alright.
I think he'd be good in that way unless you crossed him, like you said.
Yeah, he'd be a bit no-nonsense kind of thing.
Alright, next up is Hawkeye.
6.
Yes, 6. Sure. Next up is Hawkeye. Hawkeye, I feel like his family has to come with him. That's how I'm picturing it.
0 out of 10. 0.
And I don't have the room for that.
I don't either. And I don't like Hawkeye, really.
What? I like him.
I'm not a big fan of Hawkeye.
He's not that popular, is he? I don't think he is. I think that's a popular opinion.
He's just, I don't know. I just don't think he's that good. Although I would like him to show me how to shoot a bow.
It seems like you would be very interested in that.
It's not a spear though. But if I think about the arrow just being a spear kind of thing, if I can get in that mindset.
It's a small spear.
It's a very small spear, so I'll get completely behind that.
Very turned around.
I would like that. I would like to be able to learn how to shoot a bow and arrow. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool, to be honest. Like legitimately, like in real life. That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to do that. I feel like it'd be hard.
It is.
I'd be really bad at it. I've never tried.
I've only ever like done it a couple of times. But like it takes a lot of effort to pull.
Yeah,
kind of thing. Like you gotta like hold the bow and like push and pull at the same time. It's not just holding that in place and doing that.
I think
like in movies, it's like stereotypical. Like it's like a skinny, like a skinny like weak-looking guy that uses the bow and arrow. Like it takes so much strength to be able to like do that and hold it and just keep doing that kind of thing. So you gotta be like really strong. And like it looks ridiculous too. Like I laugh too because like Legolas in like the Two Towers is like
the elephant thing.
Yeah,
he's swinging over the giant elephant thing.
It gets a bit over the top. Return of the King. But
and
he's
then
an elf.
He goes down. He like skates down the stairs at one point or something.
That still only counts as one.
That's awesome. Anyway,
it's so over the top for a Lord of the Rings movie though. But that's a discussion for another time. Yes. Hawkeye, 4 out of 10. I'd want him to show me how to shoot the bow and arrow, but I don't really want much to do with him other than that.
I like him, but again, I just feel like his family's coming with him. I don't know why. He's a family man. That's how
he's either going to bring his family with him, or he's going to be out all the time going to visit his family. But if you move into somewhere, you're going to bring your family.
I'm going to give him a 0 out of 10 because I don't want all those people.
Ooh, fair enough.
Sorry.
I'm sticking to 4, even though I said 0 if there's children involved. I'm sticking to 4.
Next up is Scarlet Witch. It's Black Widow.
Very funny, Jack. No, she'd be good.
Sure. I don't know. I don't know what to say about her.
Do tell. It's hard because like you're just kind of coming back to the same reasons. Like there's kind of like overlap between characters and reasons and that kind of thing. But I can't think of any negative reasons why she would be not good. Like she's just a regular person, really.
Pretty much.
I don't know how I'd go living with a girl that isn't my girlfriend. She already has a hard time putting up with me.
See, that's the issue as well. I mean, I'm not in a situation where that's going to be normal. Why would I be doing that?
This isn't a sitcom.
Yeah, this isn't like, oh no, I've got to go on 2 dates at once in the same restaurant. So, with that in mind, 0 out of 10. Next up is Thor.
Thor's a bro.
Thor
He
is
would be a bro.
That's it.
He
That's
just
what there is to it.
He just want to drink. He just want to drink all the time. He would adjust well to Earth life because you see, like in Endgame, he does like play video games and all that kind of thing. Or Korg's playing the video games, but I guess he would too.
If it is 2012, been quite recent, he's still getting used to it. He's still
getting used to it, but you know he'll get used to it eventually. He just becomes a bro.
That's true, and I feel like you could watch his own movies with him, and he'd enjoy it. Like he'd get a kick out of watching himself.
Oh yeah, oh definitely.
Except for Thor.
He'd be awesome. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I agree. Okay, Hulk. Obviously, Hulk is terrible. Obviously.
Well, as Bruce Banner, fine. But Hulk, no. You can kiss your house unit, whatever you live in, goodbye. He gets angry. He gets angry. It's just everything's... He's too big. Anyway.
Hairy-chested Mark Ruffalo.
Is there any other kind of Mark Ruffalo?
He's okay. No. But, no, there's just too much risk. There's just too much risk.
Oh, yeah.
Because of
you got to take in the risk factor, and there is no reward from taking a risk of being roommates with the Hulk. He would be absolutely terrible.
I ain't doing it. I'm gonna have to replace shit all the time. And you think I get the money for that? I do not.
No. Neither do I.
Final 2. I bet you can guess who they are. Howard the Duck.
I was like trying, like in my mind, I was just like, oh, I can do something funny. I can think of just some extremely obscure character that's appeared for like 1 second in one movie, but nothing came to mind quick enough.
Gotcha. Obviously, Captain America.
Oh yeah. Again, he would just be like Thor, I reckon, but more of a like prim and proper kind of, maybe not so chilled and laid back.
He's charming. He can have a laugh and shit, you know?
He can. I think he'd be good at making you feel guilty for stuff, though. So, like not going saying stuff like "I'm not angry, just disappointed." I reckon he would be the type of person who would say that, and I'd be like, "Oh man, I let Captain America down."
Sorry. I think he would be another good motivator for exercise for one.
Well, all these bloody superheroes are in good shape, and they'd all be good for that.
I changed my mind. It would make me feel like shit all the time.
Because you'd be constantly comparing yourself to his physique.
Yeah, that's no good. I don't want to do that. And he didn't.
I don't have money for steroids.
I don't have money for the what's it called? Whatever project, super soldier serum, whatever. But he could teach you to dance, which, as you've said, you can't do, and me either. But I don't really care about doing that.
He could teach me to slow dance?
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Oh, yeah, so I'll just be like, be holding Captain America, it'll be fine. And then I'll just look over his shoulder and look down and just be like, that's America's ass.
Yeah. Have you got a problem with that?
No, I do not, strangely.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
And...
Just like...
Tony Stark, Iron Man, is the one I'm ending with. He's rich, he'll bring money, like Doctor Strange. I can get behind that. He would also be a smartass all the time and make me feel real dumb all the time. I don't want to feel dumb. But also, he can invent time travel in a night. And that I can exploit.
But you have to try and convince him to do that.
Well, they convinced him to risk everything. Maybe he could.
But that's to save the world, though. I think he would invent a time machine to save, not the world, the universe, as opposed to, oh, fuck, I stubbed my toe on the bed. This really hurts. Can you just send us back in time 5 minutes, please, so I don't do it again? He'd be a prick, though.
He would be. He's an arsehole.
And my girlfriend hates Iron Man.
Yeah,
so just that, there you go. Another thing that we have in common. Our significant others both fucking hate Iron Man. She really does.
I don't know if I'll go that far. I don't know if it's like a passionate hate. But
oh no, it's a passionate thing. She laughed when he died in Endgame. Spoilers, people.
Hurts me. That's just shattering.
She is a lovely girl, but when it comes to Iron Man / Tony Stark, she is malicious. She dead set laughed when he died.
How can...
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I've tried to have reasonable discussions with her about why Iron Man is actually a good hero and he's had excellent character, probably the best character development over the course of all these movies and all that kind of thing.
You more Captain America.
Gets me nowhere. So if Iron Man was living with me, there would be a lot of clashing.
But
But
he can bring like his fancy ass cars and his multiple Iron Man suits and shit. And
it would be pretty dope.
this is 2012. Jarvis is still around. Then you can get Jarvis, and that would be handy.
He's exploitable.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Just tell him to do something. He'll do
Actually,
it right away, sir.
Jarvis is the best one.
It was there all along.
We've done it.
Jarvis is
Jarvis
the
wasn't
best
even on
one.
the list. But that's it. That's the answer.
That is.
Yeah.
That's seriously a robot that will do everything for you at every beck and call is
It's just a
extremely
butler.
advanced AI. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, Jarvis.
Get rid of Iron Man. Yeah.
Don't Iron Man fucking 0 out of 10. It would not work.
Jarvis is the
10
best.
out of 10.
We've done it. Give everybody a clap, everybody. Thank you, everybody. We did it. Okay.
We got there.
We did. Yeah, okay, so we did it. Jarvis is the best MCU character to live with. Definitively, that's the answer. If you disagree, you're wrong. I'm sorry. We're right.
No one saw
This
that
is
coming.
the definitive answer. And that's all. So thank you for watching. Do the things, which are like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
Everybody always knows. And check out the Greek Geek as well, because
Thank you.
he's good.
He's good.
He's good.
He's good. 6 out of 10. He's good. He's not great. He's good.
Would I want to live with him?
Oh, we didn't even get to that, did we? Yeah, you'd be all right. It'd just be like living with myself, essentially, from what I can tell.
With your spear obsession.
Oh my god, you will learn so many facts. Thank you very much for having me on. It's been a lot of fun. I had like a fantastic time talking with you.
Yeah, this is awesome. We should do another video at some point.
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Like, yeah.